This video shows you the questions we ask and explains why the answers are valuable for employers. It covers the core profile and personal job fit sections of a people assessment screening solution. The core profile outlines high-level candidate career status and objectives, including the candidate's current job search status and stage, the amount of desired work hours, and their cumulative work experience. We ask about status and stage to get an idea of where the candidate is in their search process. Candidates who are at the end of the process and have several offers, we'd need to get to quickly as an employer, whereas candidates who are just starting out, it's not as urgent to get to them right away. In terms of the typical work hours, we want to know what kind of work hours that the candidate defines in their ideal job. Is it part-time, full-time, and do they understand the work hours needed to be successful in some roles where those roles involve more than a 40-hour week. Restaurant managers, for example, 50 to 55 hours is quite typical. And then we want to know, how do they define stretching themselves to achieve an important goal? If some folks view stretching themselves going from 45 hours to 47 hours, that's different than if they're able and willing to work 50 or more hours a week to accomplish an important goal. And finally, we're going to get information about their cumulative work experience, so we're able to ask more detailed and sophisticated questions later in the process for candidates who have more prior work experience. The My Personal Job Fit section defines a candidate's ideal job in terms of characteristics that the employer has told us are important in order to get the best idea of how well this candidate's ideal job aligns with what the job is actually like. We have a database of 40 possible characteristics, and it's the employers that tell us which of these are most important to the candidate's fit. To give you an idea of how the candidate would answer a question, let's look at the first one. It gets at how often I need to work under time pressure, either from project deadlines or to get all the work done. So if the candidate's ideal job only has that happening occasionally or rarely, that indicates a different kind of ideal job objective than for a candidate who indicates that that happens often. In many positions these days, there is a lot of time pressure, and it's important that candidates understand that's part of the job. Then we're going to ask, how important is it to the candidate that their job is like this aspect of their ideal job? So if they don't mind having a lot of work pressure and they think that's just fine, that's great. And other candidates may say rarely, and yet it's quite important in this job that they be able to handle work pressure. So that would indicate they're not as close a match. Our job is not able to align and match with their needs as well as for other candidates. It normally takes candidates less than 5 minutes to complete this section, and that's about it for this tour. To review what an employer sees once the candidate is done, click the next video tour titled Core Preferences and Personal Job Fit Report.